How the hell you doing today? I say, how the hell you doing today? What's popping, yo? Basically, you know how we do. I'm the ST to the ARK. Here to show you a better way so we can think about what we need to be doing. Coming for 4 families, 4 represent culture. 4 is the box that we're going to get out. The box is the 1. The B is the 1 and the 3. The symbol B is the 1 and the 3. B, 1 and 3. It's a 13. So after you come from the origin, they say you have to maintain, you have to refrain from certain things. So you have to protect yourself, you have to be fierce. So when man is coming out, its evolutionary process, what they call human, he said, I'm fierce. I'm fierce. So those down the line didn't know what exactly he was saying. And they say he's first. Those who try to make changes and feed themselves, that you can't eat meat when you're a child, even though if you look on the baby bottle, they're putting meat and all kind of stuff in the baby food, Gerber. The truth. This is for them. That's not for what we do. We maintain ourselves by what we eat. And they call it a diet, D-I-E-T. You need to get a pen. And preferably get a red pen. If you get a red pen for now, get a red pen. Just get a red pen. And take these notes with the red pen. And that's going to establish the bloodline, right? So when someone defended the red for the bloodline, someone defended the blue for what we call the Israel or the Ishraq or Ishraq, the travels, our travels, the seers, not the seers as far as on earth, but the seers or lookers, astrology and astronomy, and then the observation of what's going on and what they had called the umat. Now they call the common unity, because they had to change the word to common unity. This way they have common law, common states, commonwealth, states. You know, all this can be now explained. Only it took a period of the stopping, and that stopping was synonymous to what we call Martin Luther stopping the church, because the church, after they got the information about the descendancy of the royal chosen, okay, and is a difference between royal and chosen. Chosen is, we will use that because royal means power, and certain people have utilized a certain power, but that power to us is nothing. It's nothing, nothing. You see, it's certain teaching that you were giving, that once you respect yourself, you will be respected, because you will carry yourself above the law, because the law has nothing to do with your actions, because you're in compliance with their law, but you're establishing what you do. You see, and now what it was, we was overlapped. It was overlapped, many different reasons, many different strategies on both sides, those who were pushing and those who were pulling, and those who were just standing chill, still and chill. So I am who I am, and who I am, what I do, I came to represent that which created the whole planet. So if you want to say I'm an alien, that's your articulation, that's your defined, that's your imagery that you're projecting. What I'm here, as always, has been done, that was already by the meteorologists, by those who were put in certain position for that word I was saying, power. Because power and chosen, it runs together, and it can be both at the same time for certain qualified people. And that's what they call preferred. And that preferred is when you perfect it, or you on that perfected scale, when your ESP has been activated. And for most people, just to get to know about that type of information, they go through a process of what we call degrees. The degrees is the burning out and the organizational skills of this type of living, which is called this here is called capitalistic living. You know, other people, they have a different strategy to maintain their people, but they divide their people so they can stay in control. If they didn't divide their people, you have pros and cons of everything. If they didn't divide their people to be controlled and to have an option to put out those who are sitting in the chairs to govern. And chair is chi and air at the same time. You see? So those who have a reference of some kind to the people who are chosen, the chosen people give the power. And as the strategy got more strategic, what happened was the technology that was cast upon the globe, globalization or global nation, globalization, the Z and the N, the Z and the N is the same symbol. 3 strokes, diagonal strokes. One diagonal and the other one parallel. So now, this whole thing about everything is right now, we're lifting up the planet to put it in a different space, and it's getting hotter, and the hotness is burning out the unwanted people who have came to the planet without any proper authorization, or those who were invited over to America and thought that they could invade on a plan that was here when they were not here years ago. So then you have those who represent and doing well. And I say thank you. We say thank you. But now it's time to get a little more in tune with the get down. Who's really running the show? And that's the show was given to those originally, which was the womb man. So now they figure out this was damn shit. I know how to do that. I know how to put a womb in a man, and he can have his own babies, and we can get rid of her. And people have different type of strategies. People are confused, and the word confused is conned, and fused means together. So the con, you have cons and pros. And we would like to stay on the pros, right, to proceed, instead of the con to contradict. I just want to give a big shout out to everybody all over again as speaking from a generational beautitudes, as to say. And it's a great thing for you to continue. So the things that I talk about is the congratulations given people on top. Congratulations from the music industry, the acting, because what they did is gave us a set of eyes, a mouthpiece to talk, and a way of taking back that which they say we never had. And when I tell her what happened, it reminded me of something I seen, and that's what said big shout out to the actors, because in all these millions and millions of people, things that got shuffled around from a long time ago. This was a way confusion, right? That was the word confusion is, right? It gets shuffled around. So you have different people who were chosen and royal. You have a whole tribes of people who were chosen, and they were given a covenant with that which I speak for and represent, have knowledge of, that lives within me. You see, and that is what they call the angelic realm, and from the tribe that represented the Dagons, those who they wrote as Egyptians, Abraham, you see, and your Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Jackson. I mean, at times I'm like, okay, let's see where they going. But see, they was there. I wasn't there. I don't know why they didn't do what I thought to be done, but I was in preparation to say it now. So all those who talked about the leaders, right, and knew it was a different way to do it, that was only preparing you because they didn't do it. Who knows? The things that happen. And if you really sit down right now with me right now, it really don't matter. Well, we have to continue doing it. Big shout out. It's four families that I'm interested. It starts with the culture. 4 represent culture. Culture is true luck. And within there you have the word rules. See, it's a lot in a word. So they take a word, they use it for their own selfish, and don't even give you a 50-50 chance to say, well, think about what you're reading and think about your situation on the planet Earth. See, because they want you to be in New York City or in California, and you worrying about different locations. They already chopped it up in America, 50 states. When I say they, we talking about those who were taught to do this. You cannot blame it on an individual because he doesn't run himself. There is other things as far as not the application, not as far as subliminal seduction. We're not talking about that. What we're speaking about is the forces that motivate people. Why do you think people want money? To solve their what? Problems? Look at problems. Pro, P-R, pre with an O. That means it's going to go pre. You see? I know at times I may say something and you don't have the reference point to get it. So I'll keep going and going. I am who I am. I am official. I've been doing this for a minute. It saved people. It's other
Mr.
people.
K, wait.
Oh my God. Hello?
Yeah.
What up, what up?
Oh, shit.
Hold on for a second. Let me...
Queens.
So much going on. It's a lot going on. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm just checking out the app Upside. $6.02. That's good. You get the app, you get the gas, you take a no, you get the app, take the gas. No, you get the app, you claim it, you go to the, you get the gas, you pay for it. Couple of days, they give you that. You can go all these places that I just showed you. And then you can get it on PayPal if you want. I don't know how much you got to save up, but it's just sitting there for now. So it's all good. But the same thing. Let's get back to the program. We've been here for 45 minutes. And I'm going to end this because I want it to be serious. Even though I don't want to just give you information, and I just want you to see my life. My life is my life, you know, and I'm back. I just yeah, I'll talk about that. Okay. Let's do it like this.